The city of Springfield is currently host to a number of development projects, most notably the MGM Casino. Where do these projects stand? What impact could this have on the region? And what may have been overlooked in this process? I sat down with Mayor Domenic Sarno and Chief Development Officer Kevin Kennedy to find out the latest.
I think the team that we've put on the field has been extremely important. This team, which Kevin plays a vital part in, has led us through natural and man-made disasters, and also significant and historic achievements, whether it's in financial stability and strength, economic development, unprecedented heights right now. Our public school system with Superintendent Warwick, marked gains, improvement in gains there, and public safety under Commissioner Barbieri, 45% decrease in overall crime in 5 years. But I think what we've also put forth, and Kevin can be more specific, is that we are open for business. We will partner with you. We'll work hand in hand with the private sector and the business community to stimulate economic development. There's marked improvement in projects in every neighborhood in the city of Springfield.
Kevin, to the mayor's point about the improvement that we've seen, whether it's a small project or a big project like the casinos, I've heard you talk about how there's a perception that the city wasn't going to be able to get that done. Where do you think that feedback was coming from?
Well, I think there was a lot of negativity here, going back to the control board years. And frankly, the tornado and the nor'easter is what would kind of galvanize Springfield back together. And I think that's the point, the effort that the mayor led, and everybody came together and said, we need to do better. But more so than anything else, you always have to believe there are good people, and people want to do well. Some of the naysayers maybe yell the loudest, but they're not the most numbers of people. There really are good people, and frankly, I think right now everybody has bought into some of the success that we've had, and the players are really playing. And MassMutual's announcement, I mean, one of the great citizens of Springfield, that was a big deal for us. By bringing 1,500 jobs to their headquarters, that sends the message. They're still here. They
are going to expand to the seaport in Boston. So was there discussion at the mayoral level or within your administration trying to convince them to keep all of those jobs here and have an even bigger expansion?
Yes, of course. With the importance, we respect that MassMutual's been an outstanding corporate citizen for well over 165 years. There's going to be a $50 million investment occurring on the Springfield campus. And Mr. Crandall, Roger, and crew, their offices, executive offices, and everything will stay there. The city of Springfield, if you take away, it's the city of Springfield, any city our size, maybe even a little bit bigger, to say, after everything we've gone through, the city has the $1 billion project, world-renowned company in entertainment and gaming, has the largest railway company, manufacturing company in the world, with their North American hub here in that city. A regional transportation center in Union Station.
$95 million project there in June, announced a great fanfare, very welcome expansion here in the city, but also a bit of a hiccup with the fact that Platform C is short literally by 6 inches. I know the city sought a waiver, but now the project is at a bit of a standstill. Where are we on it?
It's moving along. They're still in design. Amtrak and MassDOT are having discussion. It is a MassDOT project. It is not a City of Springfield or an SRA project, so I should be clear about that. It always was a MassDOT project.
The Redevelopment Authority does, has ownership of Union Station proper.
But not the platform. All right. So one of the things that's happening right now is the discussion is going on and the design is being completed. We expect that they will be out to bid very shortly, and right after that they'll select a contractor, and the contractor will start work. In the meantime, we expect that we've talked to Amtrak, and Amtrak will be assigning an extra crew to Springfield so that they can handle the Connecticut line, the Hartford line that'll be coming in here in May of this year. So we'll certainly be able to handle the added traffic that will be coming here in May on the existing platform while the new platform is under construction.
Let's hope we can keep to that timetable, because when the delay was first announced, we thought maybe 6 months. Here we are at 8 months, and it still hasn't been fixed. So there has been a bit of a lead, a longer time than was expected.
We're with you on that one. Yeah. We're not very happy about that either.
The trains are still going to come up, but we're going to continue to push and and work with MassDOT to get that platform done. So, as Kevin indicated, the trains are going to still come up. That the north-south corridor is moving along very, very well.
Let's look at roads and bridges. The governor recently said about $200 million he's hoping for roads and bridges. Springfield, $3.6 million.
3.6
Is that what you would hope
90.
for?
That's about what we normally get, but I've also sinking in money from the city side and in bonding. We're going to roughly be doing, I think, overall $35 million in infrastructure and roadway improvements, not only in the downtown area, but all throughout the neighborhood areas. We're going to be doing that too. So then I'm hopeful with the, let's see what transpires from the federal level on the infrastructure program. As put right now, it's sort of robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's usually an 80-20 federal government taking the lead, like the Eisenhower days, President Eisenhower, not 20-80 for cash-strapped municipalities and towns. We had a conference call with Senator Warren Friday evening, some of the mayors across the Commonwealth, and she continues to fight for us on CDBG money. Right now, there's no CDBG money in that budget.
Community
Development Block Grant money. But our thing is that there is about $20 billion on the old formula coming to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and I spoke with Governor Baker. Kevin and I have a number of projects, some specific ones that we want to get done.
I want to talk quickly about public safety in the time we have left, because I think that's something that's dogged the city of Springfield for a long time. People, the outside perspective is this isn't a safe place. I know you said that, 45% decrease in crime in the last 5 years, but we had Reverend Talbert Swan on the show recently, and he spoke very strongly about his concern that the African American community has, is that there's a tension between the Springfield Police Department and the African American community. What would you say?
Commissioner Barberi is a very progressive leader and a change agent. The C3 policing initiative has been welcomed and wonderful. We're actually being looked upon across the state and the nation for what we're doing. The Mason Square C3 initiative, which we have weekly, upwards of 60 individuals, organizations showing up every week. That's predominantly an African American area of the city of Springfield there. Wonderful harmony working together there. So I think we've made tremendous strides in enhancing community and business relationships under the leadership of Commissioner Barbieri. And I think a lot of times perception plus attitude equals reality. Springfield is a big dog in Western Massachusetts. We're the capital of Western Massachusetts, and as long as I'm mayor, we're going to continue to act that way. So unfortunately, in this age of reality TV, if it bleeds, it leads. And many a times stories will come out, clickbait stories will come out, that we cannot come back at because we have to follow certain procedures. But I'm very proud of what we've been able to put across and the relationships that we have continued to build on and enhance. And I think if you speak to the people of the neighborhood area, they're very happy with the policing that we've put forth, the proactive policing and the relationship building that we're doing. If a situation arises, as with any type of entity, we will look into that and make sure we resolve it. But overall, it's been good.